How do you create an early retirement bridge account? I had a viewer request that I make a video about this, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share steps to building a bridge account, 4 different account options, and my personal breakdown of what my bridge account looks like. If you want to retire early, you'll probably need a bridge account to help bridge the gap between when you want to retire and when you can take the money out of your accounts without penalty. Whether you're retiring early or just want to hold off on claiming Social Security until later, a bridge account could be a good way to do this. Traditional IRAs, 401ks, and 403bs are all great retirement accounts, but there's one problem. They charge a big penalty if you take money out early. If you take money out before you're 59 and a half, you have to pay a 10% penalty. And that's on top of any taxes you might owe. A retirement bridge account can bridge the gap between when you retire and when you're 59 and a half and can take money out of your traditional retirement accounts. It can also help bridge you until you claim your Social Security benefits. Even if you're 62 and ready to retire, you might want to delay taking your Social Security benefits. A bridge account could help. You'll need to evaluate your current financial situation, your lifestyle, and your goals. As you plan your retirement, set a retirement age number. Figure out how much money you'll need to live on each year. Then multiply that number by how many years you expect to use your bridge account. That's how much you should have in your bridge account. This should help you live comfortably until you're able to take money out of those retirement accounts after 59 and a half. For example, let's say you want to retire early at age 56. This would mean you'd need to have enough money in your bridge account to last about 3.5 years. Let's say you expect to need about $42,000 a year to live on in retirement. Your goal should be to have about $147,000 in your bridge account by the time you turn age 56. This does not include pensions, part-time work, or any other sources of income you may have during that time. So you'll need to adjust the math based on your own financial situation. The first step to building a bridge account is to track your spending with a budget. The goal isn't necessarily to reduce your spending. You need an accurate idea of what you actually spend monthly. Then you can create a budget for saving. Figure out how much you can afford to contribute to your bridge account each month after you've maxed out your 401ks or IRAs. Then set up automatic transfers if possible. This will make sure you continue to set money aside. Also, make sure you invest in something you're comfortable with that aligns with your goals. Once you get the system in place, maintain it. Soon you'll have a funded bridge account separate from your retirement accounts. Here are a few options for building an early retirement bridge account. Number 1, use a laddering strategy with bonds or CDs. By stacking them, you can build a bridge of income for that time period. This is between retirement and when you can tap into your retirement accounts or claim Social Security. Bond laddering is a popular option. You can purchase a series of bonds that mature at different time periods. CD ladders work the same way. I've been buying 1-year CDs every month for the last 8 months. I buy $1,000 CD each month with 5.25% interest, and that's annual percentage yield. These will mature each month during that year when I'm 58 and a half to 59 and a half. The CD ladder should give me about $1,050 per month for that 1 year. This will be part of my bridge income. Number 2 is open a 457B plan. These are most often available for professionals in civil service jobs. These are jobs within government organizations like police, firefighters, teachers. people who work for hospitals, churches, charitable organizations, and a ton more. If you're in one of these professions, it's worth considering. I opened my 457 account through my work in 2017. A 457 is similar to a 401k. You set aside a percentage of your salary into a retirement account. You choose how your money's invested from a list of options, mostly mutual funds. There is one big difference between the 457 plan and other tax-advantaged retirement plans. There's no penalty for early withdrawals in some circumstances. Yay! If an employee retires early or resigns from the job for any reason, the funds can be withdrawn without the 10% penalty from the IRS. Woohoo! Number 3 is a high-yield savings account. Money in a high-yield savings account will grow at a faster rate than a regular savings account. This is because these accounts compound interest daily. A high-yield savings account can also be FDIC insured up to $250,000. Returns on these accounts can be impressive. Many of them offer over 5%. High-yield savings account can be a good investment during periods of high inflation. When inflation is high and the Fed hikes rates, banks typically increase their interest rates on their savings accounts. If you lock in those high rates now, your annual percentage yield might end up outpacing inflation, at least for a while. My high-yield savings account is making 4.75% right now. If that rate drops significantly in the future, I'll just move that money to another type of account. Number 4 is withdrawing from 401ks or 403bs after age 55. Tapping into your 403b or 401k is one option if you're over age 55. If you use the rule of 55, you won't have to pay penalties for early withdrawal. I have a video about the rule of 55 that I'll link in the description below. Withdrawing from these retirement accounts can keep things simple, but you want to be careful not to run the balance down, especially so early in your retirement. In theory, you'd want to withdraw a small percentage of your accrued interest and not touch the principal. You want to be careful not to take out too much cash and fall short in the future. Now here's a breakdown of what my personal bridge account will look like for that 1 year after I retire at 58.5 until I turn 59.5 and can pull from my regular retirement accounts. Number 1, I will have a small pension. I'm going to start that as soon as I retire, and I believe it'll be about $681 a month. Number 2, I'll have my CD ladder, where 1 CD a month will mature and give me about $1,050 a month for that 1 year. Number 3 is my 457 deferred compensation account. I'm planning to pull $1,500 a month from that account for that 1 year. Number 4 is my high-yield savings account. I'm planning to pull about $300 a month from that account for that 1 year. This will give me $3,481 a month to live on. I've done extensive work on my budget and I know I can make this work. I also have an HRA account. I've estimated that I can take about $434 a month from that account until age 65 when I can take Medicare. This should cover at least part of my health insurance. This budget is one I can survive on if I'm not making any extra money from part-time work. But I'm definitely planning to do some type of part-time work during retirement. I'm assuming I'll be able to make money, but I'm covered if I can't. My bridge account will change between 59.5 and 62 when I can claim Social Security. My CD ladder will be depleted, so I'll replace that with 3.5% of my other retirement accounts. I have a video about safe withdrawal rates That's where the 3.5% came from. I'll link that in the description below in case you're interested. Strategic planning can help you maximize your income in retirement without staying at your job longer than you want to. Your exact strategy will depend on your personal situation. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Julie and this channel's Happy on Monday. Thanks for joining me. If you found this helpful, please like, and if you're interested in early retirement, consider subscribing to my channel. I'm going to leave you with a quote. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. Hope to see you again soon.